Hey, come through with me to see our latest project. The inspiration for this project we took from Japandi interior design. Japandi interior design is a fusion between the Scandinavian interior design and the Japanese interior design. And one of the main elements about Japandi is to bring in warmth along with the minimalism elements. But along with warmth, we want to add lots of natural materials and textures. So we've added blue clay, we've got lots of handmade sort of pieces to add lots of texture and actual warmth, and we have lots of woods as well to add to the space. For the walls, we've gone with a lime wash effect, so that adds texture without cluttering the walls because the space was quite small and we wanted to make sure that there was lots of texture and warmth without adding too much art on the walls. And with this lime wash, we've actually drenched it, so we've gone all over the ceiling and all over the walls as well. So my client likes to entertain and they really wanted a dining area in order to have friends over. But because the space was quite small and limited, in order to ensure that we had a designated dining area, we opted for floating wall shelves. And the reason is that this leaves our floor space free, but it also adds to the wall and to the space and designates the area slightly from the living area in that end. And by keeping it sort of minimal at the same time, we do have interest, but we don't have lots of clutter. We also added a wall light on this side because it's a north-facing room. We've got light coming in from the other end of the living room, but it doesn't have enough light on this end. So this means that whenever the client needs additional lighting, they can either turn on the double arm wall lamp or the actual floor lamp over there as well. So for this living area, we've opted to have a TV on the wall, and because the space is sort of quite limited, in order to avoid traffic areas being sort of fully cluttered, we've only got a shelving unit to anchor the TV. But for the optimal viewing experience for anyone that might be sitting on the other end of the sofa, we do have an extendable arm, and this means that the TV is able to come out all the way, basically nearly 90-degree angle, in order to cater for everyone else viewing on the other side. And what that means is that this is something that you can use if you have a space that's sort of quite limited. The TV doesn't go in a central sort of space, but it can also be sort of tucked away when it's not in use. So this living space is a north-facing room, and what that means is that we don't get the light into the living room for the majority of the day. So in line with keeping in with the Japandi interior design theme, and also with wanting to have as much light as possible into the living room, we've opted for cotton boils, which look absolutely beautiful, and also at the same time you can really see and feel the texture, but it lets a lot of light through. And for the curtains, we went with bespoke linen curtains, and you can really sort of see the texture as well. It does let some light through, but it does also offer privacy whenever privacy is needed. So we've managed to be able to keep in line with the Japandi interior design and the textural element, but also to have as much light as possible filter through the windows. The previous floor that we had in this space had a glossy sheen and it had a very orangey wooden tone. So we've changed that and opted for a laminate flooring of a mid wooden tone that goes very, very well in this space. For the skirting and the architraves, we opted for painting it in the darker tone of the lime wash so that you can really see the surroundings pop out rather than opting for a lighter tone. For the coffee table area, we've opted for coffee table that has legs and you can see through into the furniture, therefore allowing for our eyes to imagine that there is more space than there actually is. And in conclusion, this project has been an absolute pleasure. I've absolutely loved the outcome. The client is over the moon with the outcome, but that did come with challenges. The space is small, it's very limited, and the idea to allow for a space to feel spacious and to feel calm and zen at the same time and minimalistic, but also offer entertainment sort of areas and seating comfortable areas was fun to go through, but it was definitely a challenge. But in the end, I am very, very happy that the client is over the moon, and that is always the aim for every project.